Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Dynamo. We're talking about the MLB for Wednesday, June 28th in this video. So definitely stay tuned for all 5 picks. We're going to give you 5 of them from Prizepicks in this video. If you're new to the channel, definitely get in the Discord as well. Just posted this prop vote just a few minutes ago. Already got 4 votes for Freeman over on the hitter fantasy score. So in the Discord, you can get a group consensus on what you think of a prop over here. Also, a ton of great talk going on over here in the MLB section of the Discord, but we talk about all sports, and you can see people have been winning big as well in here. So let definitely get in the Discord for free. It'll be linked down below and also in the pinned comment. Starting off with this one, let's look at that Freddy Freeman hitter fantasy score. Obviously playing against the Colorado Rockies, and it needs a 9 hitter fantasy score, which is the highest prop on Prizepicks today for a fantasy score for a hitter. So up there, but I think this one is in Colorado, which a lot of hitters can hit out of the park. So, if he gets one, obviously that's going to be a hit on the fantasy score. So Freeman, it's high, but a lot of people think he's going to do that in Denver today. So get in the Discord and vote on that one. For my first picks here, I'm going to be going to the Texas Rangers. You can see they have the highest implied run total on the day because they're minus 205 on the money line with a 9.5 projected run total in this game. So they're expected to score a lot. So I'm going to be stacking 2 guys here from the Rangers. If we just look at the Rangers, they don't have many props up for their guys, but I love Corey Seager going to his runs in this one. He's been struggling to score runs recently. As you can see, if we open up his last 5, hasn't scored a run in the last 5 games, which is pretty uncharacteristic of him. Also, he gets on base a ton, 345 average, still 409 on base percentage. Crazy, his OBP and average have gone down in the last 5 games because he's gotten a hit in the last 4 or 5 games, at least one hit, and his average is going down. That's how high it was before, but I think he's going to have a big game in this one. Didn't want to go to the fantasy score. That 8 fantasy score is just sometimes hard to get how Prizepicks makes it out. He's going to have to have a big game. And if he's going to have a big game or close to it, I think he's going to score a run in this one just with the high projected run total anyway. So I'd rather go to the runs than the 8 fantasy score. To get to 8 fantasy score, looking at the scoring chart, you got to get like 3 singles. A single or a double will get you 8. A triple will get you 8. RBI is only 2. Walks 2. So not that easy to get to 8 unless you're having a big day. And then you're probably going to score a run anyway. So going to Corey Seager here on the over on the run. Pairing him with some guy from the Rangers that not many people talk about, and that's going to be Duran here. 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs seems pretty low for a guy like Duran. Going to take the over. A lot of guys are at 2.5 on this on Prizepicks. He's just had 1.5. He's been having some crazy days. Alone with the hits in the last 5 of 6 games, he's gotten you 2 hits. So he needs hits plus runs plus RBIs. And in this game that's predicted to be high scoring, I think he could easily get this one for us here. So going to pair him with Seeger in this game. They don't hit really that close in the same batting order, but you could get Duran coming up here early in the inning and then Seeger hitting him in here. So there's a way to pair this here. But more commonly with the stack, you would want the hit RBI run guy to be right in front of the other guy you're stacking him with. But for this one, it's just more of a game stack because I think the Rangers are just going to score a ton of runs in this one. The next guy going to here is going to be Tatis Jr. 8.5 fantasy score. Just seems really high. He can have a nice game and get an 8 fantasy score, 8.5. Just seems pushing it. It's the second highest hitter fantasy score of the day. He's kind of been struggling recently. Honestly, as you can see, his average since June 20th has gone from 291 down to 280. In that stretch, he's had 1 RBI, only 1 extra base hit. So I think Tatis, and kind of in a tough matchup here against a pitcher who's been doing pretty well. I think he's going to struggle in this one. The Padres overall just been struggling, so I think it's going to be a tough game here. Mitch Keller, who he's going against, last outing gave up 5 hits in 7 innings and just 1 run. And on the season, 8-3, 3.45 ERA is pretty respectable as well. So I think it's going to be a tough matchup here for Tatis, and I don't see him getting that fantasy score in this one, so I'm going to be taking the under on Tatis fantasy score. All right, for our next pick, we're going to use a tool over here, OddsJam. You do get 25% off if you want to try this tool out. It'll be linked down below. The top chance to hit pick here is going to be Luke Weaver from the Reds, under on the outs of 15.5. And basically how this works is they pull the lines from different of the top sports books here. So you can see Pinnacle, who people think is one of the sharpest sports books, has this exact line at -149. So they really expect it to hit. DraftKings only 135, but then Caesars 155. So they really expect this one to hit, and it is a half line, so we're going to get a lot of sports books with the exact line. You can see the other ones. Actually, we're going to talk about next. Colby Allward is on here, but his line's at just 4, and you can see all the sports books only have half lines. So this one I like a lot because it is a half line, and they are really high on it. So Luke Weaver, OddsJam. If you want to try this tool out, check out the link down below as well. So Luke Weaver here, we're going to lock in the under on that one from OddsJam. The next one we're looking at just happened to be the second highest chance to hit. Colby Allward, under on his strikeouts. By the time you're watching this game might have been started already, so you could see if this one actually hit. But Colby Allward hasn't played since 2022 in October, and he was a relief pitcher back then. You could see pitching .1 inning, .2, 4 innings. And maybe got some spot starts here, but overall it looks like he was mostly a reliever. He's starting this game, first start of the season, coming off of rehab. This article I saw was interesting on him. So he has gotten 2 starts in rehab here in AAA. First start was good. Pitched just 4 innings though, and it gave 1 hit. And then the second outing, he only pitched 2 2/3 innings. So gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. So maybe we might see a shorter outing for him in his first start back, I would imagine. And they even said that Snichter acknowledged that Allard isn't fully stretched out, and they will keep an eye on him as Wednesday's game progresses. So to me, that means that he might not pitch, more than 4 innings in this one. So not a lot of time to get strikeouts. Overall, just wasn't a big strikeout guy in general. So for this one, I'm going to be taking the under on his strikeouts because of those reasons. All right, so if you guys aren't in the Discord, get over here for free. It'll be linked down below. A lot of good talk. People went in here. Also, vote on the player prop voting pick of the day here. Check out OddsJam if you want as well. You get 25% off with our code Dynamo. That's linked down below as well. Just a quick recap of what we got. We got Colby Allard under 4 strikeouts, Luke Weaver under 15.5 pitching outs, Tatis under on his fantasy score, Duran over 1 hit plus run plus RBI, and Seeger over on a run. Those are going to be our 5 picks today. Hope you guys enjoyed them. If you did, subscribe to the channel, get in the Discord, and we'll see you in the next one.